Mike has lost over 40 kg of body fat, but it hasn't always been this way for him. Now, if you're someone that is frustrated, feeling stuck, and ultimately knowing that you're not living up to your potential, this is for you. When Mike came to me, he'd had loads of years of experience behind training, dieting, trying different diet plans, meal plans, calorie tracking, and ultimately influencer workouts. But he couldn't seem to get it to stick. And over time, he started to get frustrated, pissed off, and ultimately angry with why he couldn't actually get this to truly stick. He had the all or nothing mentality towards himself, and whenever life was good, he could get it to stick for a few weeks. But whenever life got tough, it would break down and he'd revert back to old ways, leading himself to staying out of shape, low on energy, and ultimately frustrated of being stuck and not living to his potential. Before joining B2U, Mike had been feeling frustrated and pissed off with how he was looking and how he was feeling, and that was showing up in more than just himself. It was showing up in terms of what he'd wear on a day-to-day basis, how he'd be showing up in his business, how he'd be showing up as a partner, as a father, and how he was turning up to social events because he wouldn't like to be in social events because he was worried about how the clothes would fit. He wasn't enjoying how he was looking in photos, and most of all, he just wasn't happy with the inside of who he was and how he was living, which was leaving him in a place that he almost gave up with. Mike and myself sat down when he inquired about joining Become the Unstoppable, and ultimately we looked at a few simple areas of what was holding him back, why it was holding him back, and the impact it was having. And to be honest with you, we actually looked into the future of if he just stayed the same, what would really be happening as a father, as a partner for himself, and running his business. And to be honest, it didn't look good. It was a zone he didn't want to step towards because he knew he had so much potential with the effort he knows he can put in and the effort he was trying to put in, but he just didn't understand how to truly get it to stick. Since joining B2U, Mike has been absolutely ruthless with his conviction behind the man he wants to become, how he wants to look and how he wants to feel, and ultimately the execution of the game plans him and I have built out to match around his lifestyle, and there's a reason why he's now looking like that. Absolutely exceptional, dude. But this is what I see so often for so many men pushing their career and pushing business, that trying to get in shape is overcomplicated. There's way too much volume and you're just trying to wing it and trying to do too many things at once. The process needs to be simple and smooth, one step at a time, otherwise it's going to break down with the other demands of your life. So what I'm going to show you now is the actual steps that Mike has taken in his current phase to drop over 40 kg of body fat. These are the exact steps he's taken to simplify it, to allow him to be more consistent and to look and feel like that. Step number one, Mike and myself sat down and we explored not just about a bit of training, a bit of nutrition. We looked at the man he needed to become because he had set goals in mind with how he wanted to look and how he wanted to feel. Something you need to understand from step one is this is now all about identity. The person that you want to be is living completely different to how you are. And what we need to understand is the gap. What you're currently doing versus what your future self is doing. From there, we need to break it down into simple, smooth steps that is going to match up to a lifestyle that drives you from A to B, allowing you to go from out of shape to dominating your physical performance. Step number two, we now know the man you now need to become. We now need to get crystal clear on how we can raise your energy up, because ultimately energy is going to be the key driver of this. So we look at a personalized training and nutrition plan built around your lifestyle, your values, and ultimately what you love doing away from your career or business. So therefore it's all synchronized up as one and allows you to be at your best, not just for a few weeks, not when it's good, but for your entire life. Step number three, we now work on a 4-week basis. A 30-day sprint is always a nice project to build. We have the long-term goal of who you're going to become, what that consists of in terms of how you're going to look, how you're going to feel, strength numbers, and actual performance-based results. But we need to break this further down. So 30-day sprints are a nice time to work in because it's intensified, it's a clear outcome, and ultimately we have enough data to review and reflect on what's working well, what isn't working well, and in a 4-week basis, we do things on the fly if we need to adjust things, and allows you to progress at a good speed. From there, we reflect, we review of what's working, what isn't working, refine it, and then go again. Working in 30-day sprints is super important. And now we move into step 4, building a lean, fit, and strong body. You're now implementing the nutrition strategy that you have built out for you. You're now consistent with your training, the most consistent you've been ever with your energy, and ultimately building a body you're truly proud of. What we'll now do is have a midway point check-in to actually understand at the pace you're now moving at. If it's a good pace, if it's a little bit behind, or if we're in front of time, because then that gives us clear direction of what needs to happen in the final phases of phase 1 to really drive you into phase 2, which is all about building strength off of 4 main movements. But today we're just speaking about phase 1. So they are your 4 steps of actually understanding how you're going to get yourself from out of shape to in shape and living like the man that you truly want to be. These are the exact steps Mike is living with right now. He's gone from frustrated, pissed off, out of shape, lacking confidence with who he was, to now dropping over 40 kg of body fat, smashing 2 half marathon PBs, stronger and fitter than ever, and most importantly, he's loving the man that he is right now. He's showing up to social events, to weddings, and going on holiday, and still remaining in great shape and looking fantastic in what he's wearing on a day-to-day basis. His energy is through the roof, and he's living like the man he's always wanted to be. Dude, that is super impressive, incredibly proud of you, mate. If this sounds like you and you're a career-driven guy wanting to dominate your physical performance, all you need to do is go in the comments, tap that link below, and book yourself in for a free consultation call and explore with you and I to actually understand how this could look like for you in smooth, simple steps that isn't going to overcomplicate things and allows you to move at the consistent speed that you need to be at in order to live like the man that you truly want to be. If that sounds like you, hit that link and get yourself booked in.